and that usually helps change this. So you got your lowercase Roman numerals, and then format. Let's see what this does. I don't think it's going to do it since it's the same. Yep. We're going to Google this real quick. Well, you like somehow entered a section break, which is what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be in layout. Perfect. All right. So when you have your table of contents, at the end of your table of contents, you're going to want to add a special break. If you do a page break, it's just going to add an extra page in there, and you don't necessarily want that. So if you go to layout, under the breaks tab, add in, it'll say page break, column break, text wrapping, all that stuff. We're going to want a continuous section break. Actually, no, we're going to want a next section break. And what that's going to do is add a next page, and instead of continuing the number from there, so my first page, which is my, we're going to just say that this is my table. My first page is my table of contents. My second page is going to be the start of chapter 1. And if you notice, it restarted the number line at lowercase Roman numeral I. So if this is chapter 1, you are going to want to change this by hitting Format Numbers, click 1, 2, 3, and start at 1, and it will change it to a regular 1, an Arabic 1. So again, your table of contents, lowercase, your chapters as number 1. Did that help out? Did that work, Sam? Did that work for you? Sweet.
That says 1 right there.
And then lowercase I. So basically, you're just going to want to flip those.
Flip.
So any preceding page, so your table of contents.
Oh, this is just like the introduction. That's the continuing introduction. That's
Oh, okay. Sweet. So for this one, you're going to want these to be all regular numbers since it's not. So the only Roman numerals are going to be the preceding pages, so your table of contents. So start that at 1. And for this one, since it's your first page, you're not going to want a have you been putting page numbers on all your pages like this?
No.
So on that first page, so yeah, for that you will want, yep, no page number there. For these pages, this table of contents, you'll want the lowercase I, and then keep scrolling. And then these pages is where you're going to want to do Arabic numbers. So this is where you would format it, start it at 1. So what's happening is your section 2, this page right here, shouldn't be here. We can get rid of this. There you go. And so this is where you're going to want to insert a special or a section break. So click like right here, yeah. And then hit layout, breaks, next page. Oh, so that's what it's doing, is adding an extra page in there for you. There you go. So basically just delete everything above this right here so that this goes onto that page. Oh, that's interesting. Did Dad delete that page real quick?
No.
So if we can delete this page, that would be awesome. We should be able to. Just hit undo. Undo. Undo one more. There we go. So instead of, just do it right here, right at the beginning of this, and then hit layout, breaks, and then hit continuous so that it doesn't give you an extra page. So now you have a special break in between these two, or section break. So this one should be Roman numeral, and then when you click in there, format, start 1, 2, 3, okay, and then put it in, boom, there you go. And for this, since it's after your table of contents, you'll have your name and everything on the title page. You can remove all your name from there.
On the next page, it's still got some on that. Do I just do the continuous thing again?
You shouldn't have to.
Oh wait. 1. Yeah, I. And that one's got 1 on it now.
So clicking that one, hit go to page number and remove page numbers. And then scroll down. Did it remove all those page numbers? Keep scrolling real quick. Okay, so what happened? Keep scrolling. Do you have another page?
Okay.
Let's see what does this one say? I. So what happened is you put breaks in between every page basically. So
Do I need to do continuous at each one?
no, you should only have to do it after your table of contents.
You have to update your table of contents somehow, because like it's not. I added my table of contents, but it does not line up with my actual page numbers. I guess.
Yep.
It's there.
So when you go to your table of contents, click on it real quick. Like not on that one, or it's going to take you there. Like on your actual. Crap. And then there should be a tab that drops down. That's interesting. We're just gonna do this for now. And so when you set it up like that, see how the whole thing highlights?
Right.
And then this arrow,
Update.
update table, update page numbers. Boom, and it'll update all of them. So I'd get rid of this one, and then I would just work on updating that style sheet. So to kind of go back and just recap what we did, since that was kind of confusing, and we're out of time really, but come on. Here we go. This is kind of more for the people online than you guys. So again, once you have your headings all set, you can add in your table of contents to the beginning of your papers. So you got title page, table of contents, and then you get right into chapter 1. All preliminary pages have to have this lowercase I. And then lowercase Roman numerals, I should say. And then once your chapter starts, it should be in Arabic numbers, traditional numbers. Mine is still in Roman numerals. One thing that you will have to do is, before chapter 1, is insert a special break by going to layout, section break, and on mine, if you can set it up to just right before chapter 1 instead of going to the end of your table of contents, if you go right before chapter 1 and hit continuous, it'll put in that extra space. We don't need that in there. Get this back to heading 1 centered. And what that does is add this section break in between there, and you should be able to change this page number to Arabic numbers, And then if you hit continue from previous section, what it's going to do is continue using the same numbering as there. You can set this to your own, or since it's its own section now, you can set it to its own thing. And it should change it to number 1. But since I added that page break in here, we have, there we go. Mine just changed back, don't know why. Start this at 1 again. There we go. So preliminary pages are in Roman numerals. All regular pages are in Arabic numbers.
Does the title page count as page 1 but not shown? Because right now it says my table of contents, but it's just page 2.
So what you can do is add another one of those section breaks in between your title page and your table of contents, because title page shouldn't be even a numbered page at all. It's just your cover. That's why mine doesn't even have it in there, because I didn't want to keep adding all those section breaks. So when you open my document, it just opens it up as a table of contents on my computer. But it works way better if you have everything, including your title page, on the same thing. So first page after your title page is Roman numeral I, and then it goes from there. I know that was kind of confusing, but we should be able to figure it out moving forward. It really works if you have your headings set up, and we will work on our table of contents with Dr. Stoll when she gets back, because I don't remember how to do those. So page numbering is like, it's one of the hardest things because it gets frustrating with all of those breaks, and as you can see, I don't even remember how to do it necessarily. So we'll touch base with Dr. Stoll when she gets back and figure out, did something change, Tristan?
It's all just I1, I1, 1, 1, 1, I.
See, it gets super tricky. The best way to remember is just anytime you put in one of those breaks, that changes your sections of your paper, so your headings are going to be completely different. It just basically attaches a new document to your existing document, and it gets confusing. So if you mess up and you can't get back to where you started, it's almost better to just restart, which kind of sucks, because then if you like copy and paste, it's going to add that formatting. So if you have any specific questions, like on yours, let's talk about it. Other than that, we figured out how to do title pages by horizontally and vertically aligning them, which is like super important, because most people will just hit enter a bunch of times and set it up to where it looks like it should look, but then there's a right way to do it. Page numbers, we figured out how to do that. Table of contents is the only thing we didn't really figure out, but we'll figure that out next time. Do you guys have any questions? That was kind of confusing. We'll take a week and we'll talk about it next Tuesday again. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Did you have anything to turn in today? Did she already grab it? Sweet.